Hey everybody, how's it going? A lot of questions in the air after this SAG announcement. And what does it mean for the future of conventions? Well, some of you may or may not know, I am a personal appearance agent, so I book a lot of celebrities into conventions. Now, as this potential strike was looming, a lot of my clients reached out and said, it looks like we're going to strike, so hook me up with some more shows, more conventions, because I will not be doing much acting this summer. So I got busy. Well, then today, SAG released this list, if you will, of do's and don'ts, as you can see here. During the strike, SAG AFTRA members cannot do the following: tours, personal appearances, interviews, conventions, fan expos, festivals, for your consideration events, panels, premieres, screenings, award shows, junkets, podcast appearances, social media, studio showcases. Now, obviously, this sent everybody into a frenzy and a tailspin, and my phone started blowing up, clients calling me, promoters calling me. This really could be the death of conventions, of fan conventions, a lot of which are mom and pa ran and rely on the guests that they put into their shows. Mind you, also take into consideration that a lot of these contracts are already signed, flights are booked, hotels are reserved. That's money they can't get back. This could ultimately kill a lot of the smaller shows and really wound the big ones as well. I mean, we all knew San Diego Comic-Con was going to take a huge hit this year. A lot of studios had already pulled out. But the difference is San Diego Comic-Con is more of a multimedia promotional machine. That's where all the big studios go to promote the new projects. That's why we knew that was going to take the hit it's going to take. It doesn't really affect my business. My business is built more on the nostalgia end. Current projects obviously help, but they're not there to promote future projects. They're there earning money off of who they are, their fame, what they've made for themselves. Now, this list, quite honestly, if that were the guidelines and this is it, then that would be pretty screwed up, to be honest with you. It does in no way benefit studios, the people that SAG are quarreling with. This would not affect them. The only person this would affect would be those individual actors. Now, mind you, let's say, for example, if there was a new box set coming out of an old franchise and those actors from that franchise were appearing, obviously they wouldn't want them to promote that box set. That I get. But if that studio is not the one sending them to that convention to promote said box set, there should not be a conflict at all. And that's where it got a little dicey with that announcement, that list of do's and don'ts. But then today at the press conference, a question was asked that directly tackled this subject.
Hi, a lot of us are wondering how this is going to affect promotion of past work, not current movies to be promoted by actors, but things like participating in a panel at 90s Con, or if they are being recognized for their entire body of work. Can you clarify a little bit about the terms?
And it started off a little vague, but then it seems to be going in the positive direction.
Sure. We will be issuing a strike notice and order to our members today that lay out exactly what members are prohibited from doing as part of this strike and what they can do. We've also communicated directly with members, agents, lawyers, and publicists so that they have this information as well. In general terms, any kind of promotion of any project that was made under the TV theatrical agreements, either current or past, will not be allowed, whether that's at a con, at a festival, at a panel, on social media, at a premiere, in any form. Members who have other types of activities going on, like autograph signings or things that are not related to specific companies or projects that are produced under these agreements, they'll be able to continue doing that. But we encourage all members who have any doubt about the boundaries there to reach out to the union, read the guidance that we'll give them, and we can answer their questions directly and individually.
So we'll have to see what actually happens here. But my interpretation from what was said at the press conference is you can't go to a convention or any of these types of things if you're promoting past or present new media. So you can't go promote an old film that is being re-released or something to that effect. That's what I gathered from it, because he said you could still do autograph signings. My interpretation of this was that you can't discuss or promote anything that might be a new project, even if it's old, meaning a new release of, say, a DVD of one of your old films. You can't promote that because that benefits the studio or whatnot. That's my interpretation. I think the gray area is going to be panels. I think that is where people are going to feel like we can't do that. That's where they're going to feel like we're going to have to make a decision. Is that allowed or not? For example, let's say if the cast of Scream is doing a convention, they're up there, and somebody asks Matthew Lillard about Five Nights at Freddy's, which hasn't come out yet. He probably wouldn't be able to talk about it now, but could he talk about working on Scream if a fan asked about that? I think he would be able to, but there's probably a good chance that we won't lose guests at conventions, but you might lose the panels, because I think there's a gray area there, and a lot of the celebrities are going to not want to take the chance of doing a panel and being filmed and that being out there and them getting in trouble for it. So that's the main effect I think it'll have. Sure, you're going to get the people that are definitely worriers that are going to be like, I do not want to ruffle feathers. I'm pulling out of the convention no matter what, even if they have permission. You're going to get people that are going to do that just because they're going to be afraid. But for the most part, I think conventions should be safe in regards to their guests. But we may not see any panels. I don't know. We'll see. My phone is blowing up today of people asking me questions. That's why I thought I'd make this video and just give my interpretation of what I've seen come to light today. This was just brought up. I'm not sure where this was posted yet, but this is an update. Here's what SAG is saying. Actors are permitted to attend the pop culture convention as long as they don't take part in any panels that promote a specific film or television show or discuss any current or future work. Again, that's vague. Is that current or future work? Like I said, like a new edition of an old film? I just don't understand how you could go up on a panel and not comment on your life, comment on your past. I'm guessing, like I said previously, that I think the safe bet will be most actors are going to say, I can't do panels. I have a feeling that's going to be the outcome here. You may want to look forward to that. Let's hope that this doesn't spook too many people and they start canceling conventions. Again, they said on the video that, it wouldn't affect autographs and appearances like that, but a little vague until we get something concrete in writing. But I think we're going to be okay, people. If they did go by those original guidelines and they were like, nope, this is how it is, end of subject, it'd only be hurting their members. It has nothing to do with this fight. It has nothing to do with this fight. Let's just hope that that's the direction we go in. I think we're going to be okay. As of today, I've had nobody cancel a convention yet. So stay tuned for more news.